Sorry folks, my camera, or my phone got a little hot sitting up there on the dash without air conditioning, so who knew, right? Anyway, what I was saying is, even if they were dealing, so long as there's no other charges, you know, weapons charges, assault, battery, firearms charges, things like that, if they were like, okay, you take your average ordinary citizen that just so happens to have a connection to someone that grows marijuana. They have done nothing wrong, they have no criminal record, but they move marijuana. Or pick your drug. But they cause no other issues. That's what they do. That is the law they break. I get the potential for bad that they're causing, but if they're not hurting anybody by their actions directly, I tend to be a lot more lenient than our criminal justice system is. I just don't, I don't get it. I don't see it. And frankly, politicians with all their deals hopping into bed with special interest groups and whatnot, I think them being the arbiters of good and evil in the world is comical, put mildly. You have politicians that have been elected into office for forever, 30, 40 years, that are worth millions of dollars when their salaries are around the $170,000 a year mark. So I think that them making themselves the arbiters of good and evil is hilarious. But I think that criminal justice reform and black unemployment, if all voters knew the facts pre-coronavirus, obviously, and that was something that could not be helped, and oddly enough, Trump did not cost the first job. Governors in all states were the ones doing it. So if all voters in all states knew the true statistics about the Donald Trump presidency without the drama associated with his presidency, I think that voting totals would surprise people. I'm not going to say Trump would win hands down. There are a few reasons I can think of to vote for Biden. So, but I think that if everybody in every community and ethnic group saw the Trump presidency numbers, you know, black unemployment, Hispanic unemployment, minority unemployment, the growth that we had seen, the unemployment overall, the criminal justice reform, what all that has done, I think that a lot of expected Democrat voters would jump across the aisle and vote for Trump. My opinion. But I don't know that we'll see that. I do hope that during all this, that Trump and Biden can end up on a stage together where they can debate each other in person, even if there's no audience allowed. If they've got to do it, you know, goofy live streaming and all that, that's fine. But I hope that the two of them do end up on a stage together, because I think that, and I'm not making fun of the man. I personally believe that Biden is in dementia or Alzheimer's, either late stage dementia or early stage Alzheimer's. And that's sad. I've seen that in a couple family members and watching them deteriorate like that is it's heartbreaking. It is. And so I feel sorry for everybody that's close to Biden that has had to, in my opinion, watch him go down this road where he's losing his mental faculties. My granddad, I was real close to him on my dad's side, and he passed away, but he was about himself mentally when he died. He had physically deteriorated quite a bit, couldn't hardly walk, couldn't hear real good, couldn't see too good without his glasses, and even then it was just barely. So he was in a bad way, but he was about himself mentally. My grandmother, the last year of her life, she didn't know who she was, where she was, who you were, why she was there, nothing. So, but yet she was still physically overall healthy enough for a woman in her late 80s. So, just, I feel sorry for Joe Biden, but I don't think he has any business being on or in the White House. And I think that if he ends up on stage with Trump in a debate, I think that I personally think that Trump's going to walk circles around him. And I'm not saying that Trump's going to be, 10 times a better president than Biden would be. I just think that Biden has had so much mental deterioration that he won't be able to keep up. My opinion. I could be wrong. So, but I do hope that there is a live debate, because I think that the American people deserve to see Biden under pressure during a debate live nationally. I think that they deserve that. They got to see it with Trump, and for better or worse, they voted for him. So I think that the American people deserve to see that with Biden and see how he holds up under debate pressures. He might fare better than I think, but having been around it for a number of years, I doubt it. So, anyway, folks, that's enough out of me. I apologize for the camera acting up and this being a two-part video. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I do think that Biden put an entire shoe store in his mouth by saying what he said. But I think that by and large, most media outlets will let him off the hook for it, and he won't have to give a serious answer for why he said what he said, or he won't be forced to give a serious apology. I think that the apology that he had on CNN was pretty half-hearted and easy, personally. And I think that now that that's over, it will get swept under the rug. So, I hope y'all have a good Memorial Day weekend. Stay safe. Thanks for tuning in for another Cruise with Smooth. Like, share, comment, subscribe, notification bell. See y'all next time.